Hello, good evening to everybody and welcome. As you can see, I'm here live with you again to do another amazing interview. But I will introduce that gorgeous lady in just a moment. First, as you may have noticed, my usual BBW logos by here are no longer there, as voting has now finished at the weekend. And don't know who's won yet, so fingers crossed and good luck to everybody who has been involved in that. So yeah, who knows? So this is going to be my last interview before Christmas. Not my last Periscope, but my last interview. There will be more after Christmas, of course. But as Christmas is only a few more days away, so I hope you are all ready for it. So yes, like I said, I'm going to be to a gorgeous lady today, who I'm sure you're going to love. Absolutely. So without further ado, I'm going to play her intro, and let's meet the gorgeous woman. So here we go. And here she is. Da, da, da. Hello, my darling. How are you today?
Hello.
Hi. And how are you, my darling?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
I am very well. And thank you so much for joining.
Hanging out.
Of course, of course. We're going to have lots of fun, I'm sure.
Yes, and thanks for having me.
You are very welcome, my darling. Guys, as per the usual, if you have any questions, please send them through and I will pass them along. Just a little reminder, guys, that they do need to be in English, otherwise I'm afraid I can't understand what you are writing. Sorry, but it's the way it is. So, on that note, we have a question already. And the question is, my darling, do you squirt? Can you hear me, honey?
Say again. I think we're on a slight delay still.
Ah, sorry, hun. The question was, do you squirt?
What attracted me to the work? Well, you know, I actually remember in middle school telling one of my classmates, you know what, when I grow up, I think I want to be a stripper.
Yeah?
It was something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, and I didn't really have anyone supporting me or telling me, yeah, that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something that I've always wanted as far as just like the exploration and the freedom involved and the exploration of sexuality.
Yeah.
And then I started meeting people who were more in the kink community, and they were a lot more supportive, and so they really just said go for it. And that was the push I needed.
Wow. So, how long have you been working within the industry now?
So I first put on the mask about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But I took a break for quite some time, and recently in October, I took it up again. I wanted to get back into it. It's just been really great. So I've been starting from scratch, new brand, new everything, and It's just been a lot of fun.
Nice. So, how did you choose the name Fuchsia Peach?
I wish I had a more interesting story. My favorite color is purple, but purple doesn't sound as good as fuchsia. And my favorite scent is peach. And I thought it sounded cool.
It does. It's very nice.
Nothing too dramatic or like meaningful. It's not as meaningful as my tattoo or anything.
That's very nice. We have a nice little look there. Flash that tapped, my darling.
Sure. So what it is, it's a heartbeat
Mm-hmm.
turning into the serotonin molecule, which regulates things like calmness, contentment, happiness. So it's like through the ups and downs of life, stay calm.
Very good. Very nice. And very meaningful, of course.
Yes.
So, if you weren't called Fuchsia Peach, what do you think you'd be called?
Wow. What my friends call me is Lila.
Mm.
And that's a callback to when I first started.
Okay.
I was Lila. And so people who really know me, so if you want to be like cool with me, call me Lila.
Ooh, maybe something on those lines.
The reason for that is I wanted to pick something that because my mother is from Iran, I'm half Persian, and so it's kind of a little bit of that callback to my heritage.
Very nice. Ooh,
Yeah.
got some of that sultry foreignness going
To
through
me. Yeah.
you. So, do you enjoy
spice?
Yes. Do you enjoy getting so much attention from your fans?
I love it, I love it, I love it. It is awesome. My favorite type of attention, however, is one-on-one.
Of course.
So I do sometimes do like stream aid and all of that, but for the most part, I do one-on-one, either videos or cam shows, all of that.
Yeah.
And there's something about that one-on-one connection where all of their focus is just on you and you're connecting with them. It makes me feel complete. It's just the best.
Of course. It's so much fun that way as well.
Oh, on a delay again. Sorry, everyone.
No, that's all right. Are we back now? Are we good? Are we there? Can you hear me
Say
now?
again?
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Brilliant, brilliant. Sorry, guys, we have got a little bit of a delay due to the fact that there's so many people online at the moment. And we are quite far apart. I'm in the UK and the lovely lady is in America.
I'm in California. So we're
Exactly.
pretty far away.
Yeah, a few thousand miles. So, what's the one question you get asked the most by fans?
You mean aside from the question?
The obvious.
Yeah. Well, I get a lot of personal questions. They want to know more about my personal life and all of that. But one of the questions that I get a lot that really means a lot to me is, am I normal? I cater to a lot of fetishes and kinks.
Yes.
And just, people who are coming into their own sexuality and exploring sexuality for the first time.
Yeah.
And a lot of people really are feeling like I'm alone, I'm the only one who's like this. And I wish they would know how often that question gets asked, because they're not alone. You're not alone.
Yeah.
This is really normal. And it's fun and it's exciting, and I love exploring it with them and kind of going through that journey of coming to terms with who
bringing
they
them
really
into that new way of being.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fun.
Yeah, nice.
I can be a bit of a mentor at times.
Can always be good. So, what attracted you to BDSM?
Well, I have been identifying as a submissive for all of my sexual life. Before I had the language for it, I knew there was something different about me.
Yeah.
Something that was just there. For me, I'm quite a bit of a perfectionist, actually. I'm very self-controlled. And being submissive, or BDSM in general, really gives me that release, that outlet of, I can give control to someone that I trust.
Yeah.
And then there's also just this exciting rawness to it and this intensity that you can't get in other situations.
Of course. That thrill that goes through you.
Exactly, yes. And I do a bit of dominant stuff as well. I'm getting more into that. Getting in touch with my sadist side. But I think I'll always be a submissive at heart.
No, fair enough, darling. You know what you like, go with it.
Exactly.
So, what do you prefer doing, camming or filming?
That's really hard. I like doing my videos that I do on my own. Those are great. But I like my custom videos a lot because they get really creative.
Mm-hmm.
And so as a sort of on my artistic side, I really enjoy the custom videos.
Yeah.
But as far as the interpersonal, the connection and the bonding, it's about cam shows. So I'm gonna have to go with cam shows. My
Nice.
Skypes. Yeah. I love my sexting sessions as well because you really it kind of combines the two when you're sexting because you're getting to have to be creative in how you're talking about it and you're really having to think through,
Yeah.
but then you're also having that one-on-one time.
No, that's very true. Very true.
Yeah.
I do like the one-to-one time as well, I must admit. I'm with you on that.
Absolutely.
So, do you ever feel like you're living two separate lives with your filming and your personal life?
Sometimes, absolutely. So one of the things that really helped to not feel as much like I'm living a double life is I actually a month ago told my mom for the first time what I do.
Right?
And that actually yeah, that actually went really well. She was really supportive. She was actually really curious and excited about it.
Yeah.
Um, but there is an aspect where I feel like there's different parts of me, and it's more than just filming versus the rest of my life. I think in general, I tend to kind of compartmentalize myself in a lot of ways. And I think it gives me room to really see what those different parts are. So
Mm.
I guess in a way I'm living a double life, but in a way that is really satisfying for me.
Yes, of course. Of course. Well, we have someone on the Periscope who already wants a Skype show with you, my darling.
Oh,
So,
yes. I'd love that.
guys, all I need to do is either.
Just read my contact info below and get
Yes,
me.
indeed. Her Twitter and all other information is scrolling below here. So if you'd like to get in contact with her, she can let you know how to go about that. So, moving on to the next lovely question, my darling. How has filming impacted on your identity, do you
Yes. Please.
think? Slight delay.
Wow. It has really been good for me. So I am someone who tends to get a bit anxious. I can get a little bit I'm someone who comes across as very cheery,
Mm-hmm.
but I have this sadness undertone, which is really dark for this context. But just to go but what filming and the shows do for me is it's improved my self-esteem.
Yes.
It's improved my body image, my confidence. It's made me feel so much more complete and just I don't know, like it makes me feel loved.
Yes. No, it's good. I found that as well. It impacts a hell of a lot on your self-esteem and everything. It really brings it up, especially
Absolutely.
if you've grown up thinking that you're not necessarily the ideal body type.
Not the standard of what you see in magazines.
Yes, but no, it does, doesn't it? It helps a hell of a lot, and it goes to show that we know we are beautiful.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, you have a
And
proposal.
my regulars are Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, darling. I was going to say you have a proposal of marriage.
Well, I'll have to find out more about that. Aren't you sweet?
From the lovely Sam saying, "Please, Fuchsia, marry me. You're awesome."
Oh my gosh.
And he's also the one that wants the Skype
Myself. So
show,
before
so
you
you
ask
never
me if I
know.
like the there we are.
So who knows? Watch this space, guys.
Yeah. Next time with Polina's Secret,
Yeah,
a special wedding.
live. Ooh. Now we're talking. You're giving me ideas now. So, my darling,
Mhm.
What do you like to do in your spare time?
Well, I love going out for drinks with friends, or more accurately, staying in for drinks with friends. I'm kind of a homebody. I love to paint. I do Dungeons and Dragons,
Mhm.
which is funny because for anyone who plays, I am in real life lawful good, but I always play chaotic evil characters.
Okay.
So, I also love music. I play guitar and sing,
Ooh,
and I
nice.
actually write my own songs.
Wow.
Yeah, I've
That's
written
pretty
9 so
amazing.
far.
9.
Yeah,
Goodness.
yeah.
What sort of
Most of them in
songs are we
the past
talking?
year.
Love songs or country songs? Or...
So, I've written 2 love songs. One is about my kinky love. It's
Yeah.
called Cast Me Out, and it's "We're kinky puzzle pieces," and so on. The other one's about, being kidnapped and then falling in love. But the
Mm.
other ones are mostly about, like, mental illness and identity and all of that stuff, so they're a bit more dark.
No, that's fair enough. If it sends a message to people, honey, then all the better. All the better.
Absolutely.
Oh, we've got some fans of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes!
A few of them coming through saying that yes, they've played.
Yeah, I do it every Friday.
There you are, guys. See, go looking, go looking. So, my darling, what are your plans for the future?
Well, I'm actually in graduate school.
Hmm.
I'm getting my master's in clinical counseling. I want to be a therapist.
Nice.
Uh, and specifically, I want to do therapy in general, of course,
Yep.
but I want to specialize in working with people in the kink community, the poly community, LGBTQ. That's really my core.
Yeah.
So in a lot of ways, I almost like I wish our society was better that I could put this on my resume because there are so many applicable skills.
Yeah. I know what you
I'm
mean.
learning the connections I'm building and the ways that I'm helping and guiding people through exploring who they are.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
been really helpful for me.
No, I can imagine. Wow. But I think you've got an extremely interesting and fulfilling future ahead of you by the sounds of it, my darling.
Why, thank you.
Oh, just a little reminder, guys, if you are putting comments or questions, they do need to be in English because I'm afraid I can't read any other language. I do apologise. So, do you have any
I do know a few words in Farsi.
But I can't read them. That's it. I can understand a couple of words.
I don't read Farsi at all. I just know a few words.
Yeah. There are so many different languages that come up, honey, all the time. It's like, I'm not learning all of those.
Not that dedicated.
Not for like 10 different languages. No. So, honey, do you have any special messages for your fans?
Yeah. The big thing for me is I'm always looking for connection. And so if you're someone who wants to reach out and you're looking for something more than just some sort of one night, I'm bored, that's great too. I'm someone you can really talk to, you know? And I love that. And so when you reach out to me and you're telling me how much you're appreciating and going through whatever it is,
Yeah.
I like to be there for you.
Nice.
And thank you. Thank you so much.
No, that sounds awesome. So, for our last question, my darling, for those who don't know, where can people come and find you?
The 2 best places would be either my Twitter,
Mhm.
which is at Fuchsia Peach,
Yes.
or you could email me at fuchsiapeach@gmail.com, and I do live Skype shows, I do sexting, I do custom videos. I also do regular, just like downloadable videos,
Yep.
which you can get on ManyVids, which is down below. I wish I remembered my own URL, but I don't. You can also go through my cam model directory, which is also down below.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely fine, my darling. So, yes, guys. Oh, lots of love coming through for you, my darling.
Oh, any other questions at all? Anything I can answer for you or for the people?
I think there are, but they're not in English. And
No.
yeah, I'm afraid I can't even begin to try and say what they're typing. Yeah. I'm afraid I would fail. I'm afraid I would fail.
This was such a blast. I wish it was longer.
No, that's fine, my darling. Well, we'll give everybody a minute or two if they think of any more questions to send through. Get them in, guys. But yes, if you are not...
While we're waiting, I just wanted to give a fun fact about myself, since we have some Dungeons & Dragons fans. I didn't know if we had any Elder Scrolls Skyrim fans. Just so you know, I have a cat. She's a Siamese kitty cat, and her name is Skuma, which is a drug, actually, in that video game, Skyrim.
Oh, right. Very nice. We may have some fans. We shall wait and see. But yes, guys, of course, if you are not following already, you should be.
Yes, please.
Links are scrolling here. But obviously, if you think of a question later, or you don't particularly want to ask one now, put them in the comments below, or send a direct DM, and we shall get them answered for you, of course. And any information that we have missed and you wish to have, then do the same thing at Fuchsia Peach, and any information that we've missed you will find there. I wish you can do a lesbian vid.
Oh. Well, I wish we lived a bit closer, but I actually did do a lesbian video with my neighbor.
Yeah.
Which is on my many videos, so you can check that out, and we'll probably be doing more soon.
Very nice.
But absolutely, I wish we lived closer.
I know. That's lots of crazy fun. But yes, all alternative videos can be found at many guys. But no. So yes, thank you so much for joining me this evening, my darling. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much. This has been so much fun. I haven't done live this in forever, and I want to get into it. So thank you so much for having me. I had a great time.
You are most welcome, my darling. It's been so much fun. And guys, yes, of course, again, if you are not following already, please do. Any information that you've missed, then you can find on the Twitter pages. You can put comments, questions in the below, or direct DM. Either way, we will get them answered for you. But for now, as there doesn't seem to be any questions at this time.
Whatever.
Exactly. So, my darling, we shall bid goodbye. Thank you again, honey. And thank you all for watching.
Yes. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, my darling. So, mwah. Bye to all.
Bye.
And we'll see you soon. So, bye.